Hi everyone, it's Cards by Rachel for ScrapDiva Designs today with a tutorial using the mini house album. Today we will only be making the box that comes with this die set. You get parts that you can use to make a house mini album and parts that you can make a house box with, where you can store your mini album, and a lot of accessories as you can see here, which is really fun. So today we'll start with the box. From that biggest house die you will need 2 pieces, and from the stitch layering you need 4, because we need to do the front of the house, or the outside and the inside. That top die that I just pointed at will not be using for the box. We'll use this one instead. You will need 1 and a 1 layering piece as well, unless you want to decorate your bottom as well, then you could do 2 layering pieces. We need 2 of the roof pieces, and again 4 of the decorative pieces, because again inside and out. And then from the other one, this one with the 3 tabs, the small one, this will be the side, and we'll need 2 of those and 4 decorative pieces again. So now it is time to start assembling our box. Here I'm pointing at the 3 score lines of the part that will be the bottom, and you want to fold those all downwards and put some double-sided adhesive, or well, you could only use glue if you prefer. I just like to use both. But and then from the side panels you have 3 pieces again, and we'll score, I fold them, and I will add some double-sided tape to that as well. If you prefer to just use liquid glue, that is totally fine. Then for the roof piece we have 3 layering pieces as well. Here I'm showing all of them because we will only be putting adhesive on that smallest tab. The 2 decorative pieces will not be adding any adhesive to. Of course, I do all the panels we have multiples of off camera to save you guys some time. Now I'm taking my bottom piece and I'm going to peel off that backing layer, add a bit of liquid glue, and I'm going to secure it to the bottom part of my house here. I'm using my grid mat to try to get everything as straight as possible, and my bone folder to secure everything in place. Then we can attach our second house piece basically, and we'll do the same thing. Just gonna attach it there. I would suggest not using your layering pieces yet, because if you do it more at the end, then you can actually hide those tabs with parts of your pattern paper or your inked background. Just your layering pieces, you can use whatever you want. I also have made one of these boxes off camera, actually inking my paper instead of using pattern paper, so you can do either. Here's that other side. I did cut off one of the flaps because you will not be needing it, because the bottom part already has 1 flap. And now we can start adding some layering pieces. The bottom 1 and 2 of the side panels. The ones for the houses I will not do again, because those side flaps will go on there and I want to cover it up. So we can also do the outside. Here I'm showing that if you use pattern that is directional, be sure to attach it at the right angle, so it's not upside down when you fold in your house. That's why I kept folding it in. See, then it's in the right spot, and I will do the same there so it's not upside down. So those we can already do, and the outside on the house as well, and those 3 in the middle. And then it is time to assemble the sides to the house pieces here. You have 4 of those steps, 1 for each side of a house. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just making sure it lines up nicely and securing it with my bone folder. If the assemble of this box went a bit too fast for you, YouTube does have an option to slow down a video if you want to see something more slowly. Just press that like wheel thingy and adjust the speed. I might suggest putting the sound off then, because otherwise I will sound like very weird, because it will also slow down my voice. But you could always do that if it's needed at some part that you want to see a bit more slowly for any video I do, not just this one. So I thought it would be worth mentioning. And look at that. Our little house is coming together, isn't it? It's pretty nice and easy. Just die cut all your pieces and start assembling. And of course, it really comes to life when we will add our decorative pieces. But here you can see me layer in now, when it's all assembled, the inside of those house pieces, so we can cover up those flaps from the side. There we go. I think it's such a cute die. Now it's time for our roof. You again need to cut off one of the tabs, because you only need one. There we go. And you want to make sure you have it in a triangle like this. There's only one way that will work, so it's not that difficult, but be sure it is in a triangle shape when you attach it. Otherwise you will get a very, very well, funky roof. Let's just call it like that. Here I'm just taking my time to line everything up. As you can see, it will stay open if you close it, but for now I'm leaving it like this, because then I can attach my pattern paper really easily and just checking the directions again. There we go. All cute. Here I'm putting it on to show that it goes open basically if you remove it. So what you can do is cut 2 little triangles there. I am gonna make mine smaller because I cut it a bit too big, because we don't want to be visible like outside of our roof trim. But then it is a bit difficult to show on camera, but I'm gonna add glue to that and lay it in that inside piece. I do hold it up in a bit to kind of show where I put it, so I hope the camera picks it up, because you know the roof trim is a little bit in the way for the camera. There, see that? Just in a triangle of your roof, you will attach that triangle like right there. Yeah, that's pretty noticeable, I feel. And then it stays nicely put together when you put it on top of your box, which I think just works way better. There we go. Oops, and I dropped it, but it's nice and sturdy. Here you can see the decorative pieces that you get with this die set. Get 3 pieces for the die that I used in 3 different colors. You also get 2 pieces to create your window. Here I'm pulling it up so you can see it's actually 2 pieces. And we get this cute little grassy border, which I cut out of some green. And then I used the house die to create that faux stitching on it. Get some greenery for the flowers and this beautiful tree, which I actually cut out of green and brown, and then covered up the part where they overlapped with some of the cute flowers you get. And this is your flower planter that can go under the window. So now onto one of my favorite things, decorating our little house. I'm just using some liquid glue to attach my grassy borders. Here you can see I did one on the back as well. And here I'm just gonna lay out my scene and see where I want everything to go. Of course, now I made this, or I will make this an Easter themed gift box. But you can do this in any theme. How cute would this be for Christmas, Halloween, birthdays, you know, maybe even for a school teacher. You can make it whatever you want just by changing up your pattern paper, your decorations, or your inky layering pieces. So it is very versatile, and I'm just going to use it now as gift boxes. That also comes with the house mini album that you can use, and it can store inside of here, but you can also just use the box or just use the mini album, whatever you want. Here I attached the tree to the back. I thought it would be a fun decorative piece. And then for my stash, I cut some bunnies and chicks with bunny hats, which are so cute, and some chocolate Easter eggs. And I'm going to use that to decorate. The same with the flowers that come in this set. And just to fill up this cute little scene. I think it's really adorable. I'm just playing around with the colors of my Easter eggs, which I would like. So I think this die actually has a great value of money, because you can use it as a box, mini album, or both, and you can use it all year round. And with those fun little decorative pieces and stuff in there as well, I don't think it's that expensive if you see the amount of dies you get actually. I will make sure to list all the products down below. So if you want to shop at scrapdivadesigns.com, you can use Carrie stamps for 10% off. I will put that in the description box as well, of course, and link the products used. She also has an Instagram page, ScrapDiva Designs, which you can follow, and ScrapDiva29 on YouTube. All be linked below, you guys, but there you can see lots of more fun ScrapDiva Designs projects and products. So I absolutely loving this brand, and I'm having so much fun being a guest designer. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for more ScrapDiva design projects, because there will be more. In the meanwhile, I'm using the rest of my die cut pieces basically to fill up the backside of our house. I mean, you could make this your front. No one says that it cannot be a back door and window, for example, but for me, this will be the back piece. And I'm also using some foam to pop up some of my elements, like the bunny and the chick with the bunny hat. And I think this is just turning out so cute. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Here, I wanted to show you what I do with my leftover die cuts, because I had a bit more than I needed. I'm just going to put it in my storage bag together with my dies. So next time I use this set, I already have some flowers and grasses for it. Here I'm using some glue drops or glue dots, and I'm just gonna attach those to my ribbon. I find that works way better than liquid glue. And I'm gonna put it at the triangle part of our roof there, which I think will be so cute. I actually did not look at the directional paper on my roof, even though I keep telling you guys to do that. So off camera, I peeled it off and put it on the other side, so it's all good. Here I use some green fake grass paper wrinkle, and I'm just gonna fill it up with some of these cute little Easter candies, and I'm gonna also use some chocolate Easter eggs for this. And I think this is just a very fun Easter gift. You could also put some art supplies in, of course, or some Easter decorations, whatever you want. Now I just went with some nice Easter themed candies. Well, this is it, you guys. If you guys want to see a video of me making the mini album, be sure to let me know, because I could do that on camera as well. Here's some close-ups of our cute little Easter box using the mini house album from ScrapDiva Designs. If you want to see more, be sure to follow ScrapDiva Designs on YouTube and Instagram, and myself, of course, on Instagram as well. Thanks for watching, everybody, and be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, as it really does help my algorithm. I wish you all a very crafty day. Bye.